Welcome back for more Monster Train, everyone. And on a bit of a losing streak, so let's try to turn that around as usual, sticking with random clans and coming to rank 25. Try to get a win before we jump back into more expert challenges. So here we go. Alright, Exiled Umbra. Haven't seen this one in a while, so excited about that. And Awoken Base as our allied clan, pretty nice. I've been getting allied Exiled Umbra quite a bit with the Plinks, but haven't gotten to use this champion a bit, so that'll be nice. I do enjoy this one quite a bit. We get to start with some Entumbra Assaults, solid damage for the backline, and get some morsels, nice. Stings are okay. And Emberforge is an interesting one to start with. It can definitely do some things for you. It has a lot of health, which is pretty decent for just something that starts in your deck. So we find here Jack Strips or Channel Hard. We do have a couple of things, so Channel Hard wouldn't be the worst, but Jack Strips is just insane early on, so I'm going to take that. Let's see what we can find here. We can either make it last longer or have some extra attack, which will get added. And we don't currently have any buffs, so I don't think getting the longer buffet makes that much sense, so we'll go for the extra attack here. Additional attack should be fine with the Jack Strips. There's not that much that's going to ultimately be a problem. We'll just set up on a high floor. And I guess we'll just use the Emberforge with our champion, because that versus a Train Steward, and I'd rather have 20 health than 8, and they'll get plenty of attack regardless, so why the heck not? Then might as well play a Train Steward here. This will just die, but I might as well get some morsels out of it. Alright, another assault. Let's go ahead and wipe one of these guys out. And yeah, I think for now I'm better off playing these than playing the Train Stewards. Blink not really accomplishing much, unfortunately. Alright, this is dying, that's great. Let's go ahead and sting here. I guess I'll play a Train Steward now. And just throw out the rest of these cards as we can. And we end up with a 30-27 Emberforge, pretty fun. Go ahead and heal it up a little bit. Play a bunch of these cards. Even this torch did an alright job against the boss. Just keep stacking these regens. And I assume this will finish it plenty fine. Maybe it does. Alright, not every day you get to see an Emberforge take on a boss, but there we are. Pretty decent. Okay, so Perils, Dust, and Making. I'm pretty happy to take a Making of a Morsel here, I think. We already have the two Entumbra Assaults to generate stuff, and of course the Plinks for now, but they'll be bad later on, so I wouldn't mind an extra way to do it. The Emberforge does make Primal Dust a little bit more enticing, but I don't know if we're going to end up keeping this in the lineup. It is a big and awkward unit for sure, so let's just take the Making, solid low card. And here, well, actually pretty close between these two, I think. Sap is just a really, really excellent heal if we end up with a nice Awoken tank, and Glimmer, nice AoE since we don't have that many ways to hit the back yet, but I think Sap's a little more important. Alright, just pretty sure we can't pick the Shadow Siege, but just do a quick check through the pool here. Yeah, not really any way to deploy that one, so it's between the Crucible Lord and the Overgorger, and this will be a good time to check our boss, which is unfortunately the cleansing one, so makes Crucible Warden quite a bit worse, so, you know, let's try an Overgorger, why not? Getting it out of the first fight means it'll have plenty of time to grow. Yeah, let's hit up this Merchant of Steel. Alright, Quick's pretty good on the Overgorger, and then we have Attack and Health as well. Ooh, Vine Mother could have been fun if we had picked up the other relic, but as is, it's just okay. Versus Shattered Shell, pretty nice way to clean up backline units. I don't mind it, so let's pick that one up. And then Wake actually goes excellent on either of these units, but I think it's more important on the Sweeper, so we'll go ahead and put that there. And unfortunately can't afford quite both of these. I'm gonna go for extra attack and just let the Overgorger kind of hang on its own for now. Not a bad start. We do need some tanks, but we'll be okay. Alright, enemies on each floor. How bad is that? We have a couple of plinks and stuff, and we have a sweeper that's quick, so I'm willing to let this one go, even though we might end up taking a little bit of damage. Oh, and this is Spike Granter. That's pretty unfortunate as well. Oh, right, of course, we have the jack strips anyway, so this is basically free. So I should definitely take that. I'll just have to consider... Okay, and the spikes will die. Yeah, the spike granting unit will die as they go up the floors, so we don't need to worry about that too much either. Okay, so here I'll just kill the top floor so we can deploy there. See, these guys are hitting pretty hard, so... I think this will end up being better in the long run. Here's our shell, and I guess we just put an Ember Forge in front of it. Yeah, not really much to do with this other stuff right now. Alright, I guess we'll put some regen on this, and not much else we can do. So, try and deal some damage. Alright, here's a nice Tumbra Assault. That'll let us consume a few more things. And I may as well deploy a couple of stewards. Can't do anything else, so why not? Eliminate that, and let's see. This might do something. Oh, I missed with one of them. Oh well. Unlikely I might get another morsel. Pretty unlikely. I can only get them from just making of a morsels exactly, so I'm gonna play this guy in front here. Alright, our plant unfortunately killing itself on spikes, but we do get the win here, so that's fine. Our Overgorger with quite a bit. Alright, let's see. Another Entumbra Assault's totally fine. We still want more ways to hit stuff in the back, and it's a good way to generate more souls as well. I'll be okay with that one. Sharpen something I'm interested in? Probably not. Restoration Detonation, decent heal sometimes. Let's pick that one up. So we got 195 gold. Probably going towards the unit here. We could still use some. Yeah, we need to find some kind of tank, I think. So let's go this way and see what we can find. Okay. Well, these aren't great with this particular boss, but I'll still take the Crucible Collector. Endless, probably not too interesting. Health and attack are obviously fine. I would like to give this some sort of offensive buff like multi-strike or quick, but I do want to give it 1 health as well. It's 10 attack. I guess we can put that here for now, that's okay, and we'll just do a reroll and see. At least they're multi-strike, that's unfortunate. I'll just put the health there and probably skip out on the strength stone, that seems fine. And see what the cave has to offer. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so we can look to add some spells or some of these spike drivers, which I could put the 10 attack, I think is what we had left, on one of these spike drivers and then start duplicating. That's pretty good. We are still a little short on tanks at that point, but it's hard to say no, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll have to find some way to, well, keep our units alive, but at least we're doing a lot of damage at the moment. Overgorger and Primordium here. Our Crucible Collector. Let's think about this. Oh, and the Palace is going to attack as well. This is pretty awkward, unfortunately. Really don't want to fight on the bottom, but there's not great room otherwise. I could set these two up in the middle, but then this gets pushed to the back. So I actually think, just because of this boss's specific mechanics, I'll have to do it this way, which is awful. I'll put one of these at the top just for now. Okay, well, here's our sweeper. I guess we'll play that here. And go ahead and get one of these killed. Play I'm making for the sweeper. Alright, then get the Crucible Collector on this floor. Unfortunately, can't get any morsels for it at the moment. I would like to kill you. Play a Steward. All this armor making these Entomber assaults so much worse. Yeah, this is extremely weekend. I guess I can assault this. That's pretty good. And then I actually think I have to play a morsel here to absorb the boss attack. Do that and throw a couple of heals out. Of course, lifesteal on this will be pretty good. Let's see, Blink, Aura, Fantastic. We'll split these up a bit, and yeah, this is good too. Alright, well, let's just toss something in the front here. And that's about all I've got. Should be completely fine here, of course. Ooh, we get to make another Spike Driver colony, that's good. Let's see what we can find here. Adaptive Mutation, that's interesting. Kindle and an Unleash. Wonder how good Adaptive Mutation is. I don't see anything too incredible with it right now, so that's probably a skip. Kindle. Yeah, we don't have like another big spell that we can use with it either. Unleash is fine, but I think I'm fine with just skipping there. Okay, here's a really solid tank, though. Unfortunately, another large one is part of the issue, and the thorns are also going to get stripped off with this Seraph, so maybe that's not where we want to be. Maybe I just want a Morsel Maker. I do have 2 Gorgers at this point. It's tough though. We do need to find a tank, but this just isn't the one for this boss, unfortunately. Yeah, Morsel Maker's at least small. Let's try to do that. And I might take Capacity somehow. Let's see, we have this shell is going to go somewhere on the bottom. I need something in front of it. Maybe a Crucible Collector and a Morsel Maker. Then this wants to sort of hang out on its own, and then we just need something in front of all these Spike Drivers. So yeah, I can probably do without space. Let's just go for card draw, I guess. As a generically good thing. Alright, and here we have our choice of duplicate or pick up an Awoken unit, and yeah, nothing I really want to duplicate at the moment. So I'll try to pick up a tank from here and spend our little bit of cash on the Merchant of Magic as well. Let's see what we get here first, maybe. I'd go for this now. It works better with the Overgorger. And this ends up having a lot of attack over the course of it, so let's do that. Pray for something good here. Oof. Not the one we wanted. I guess I'll just pick up the Huskarman because it has 30 health, so I can improve that into something reasonable. But it's not good. Alright, here, I do need these to be a little bit stronger so that they actually work. And let's go ahead and reduce cost of making as well. And then start purging the stewards, of course. Don't want to spend 60 to purge one more. Probably not, seeing as we're coming up on more ways to spend money. Let's hold on to it for now. Multi-strike. Well, seeing as we have a bit of a tank deficit, I don't know how smart of an idea turning on multi-strike is. Yeah, I think I'll keep that one off. All right. The top floor's smaller, that's awkward. That's where the Overgorger wants to live, but guess it's not going to be. Let's go you here, you here. I have room for the steward somewhere, let's see. I need to get my sweeper here, my good one, alongside ideally the Morsel Maker, then the Overgorger goes here, and then, yeah, there's no room for the steward. And we can't get him killed, so. Alright, get this out there. Let's get this out there. Unfortunately, that's all the energy we have. Maybe I should have gone for energy. Alright, and I need to get one more of these killed, I believe, to get the upgrade, so toss that out there somewhere. 21 health, our fire hits for 30, okay. Nothing to kill with this stuff. Let's just go ahead and heal here, and I'll deal this some additional damage. Alright, well, these guys still do alright damage even just now. Making, of course, wants to get played here. Eliminate that, and hopefully be in okay shape. Alright, Restoration doing a good job there. Use this to get some morsels. That guy's fine. And yeah, that's all I can do there. A little late for the morsel maker here, unfortunately, but we're still fine. We need to find a steel merchant, like, very soon. Our units are just weak right now, so... okay, Cave-In looks great. I would love to collapse some of these floors on top of one another, so definitely taking that one. And additional stings, root or bramble lash. None of those stand out to me, so I'll just go ahead and skip that one. Alright, here's our upgrade. You're still lacking in the health department, so any sort of sweeps are going to be a big issue, but it's okay. I think I'm going to go this way. Removes really nice. Free artifacts, usually better than a cave, so it seems pretty strong to me. Of course, can't afford anything out of the merchant, but that's fine. We want our money for the merchant on the following floor anyway. I'll take the guild marker, I think. We don't need the card draw that much. And then get rid of more train stewards. Well, I'm actually going to get rid of the forge now over one of the stewards. They're pretty similar, but the stewards are a little bit smaller, and I can toss them in to die just as a one-time thing. Okay, well, here's the sweeper we were thinking about, and boss's sweep as well. So all these spike driver colonies are basically useless. So with that said, I think we'll once again keep the trial off. Alright, how do I want to play this? I got both my sweepers. I think I might just put them both in the bottom. Oh, I can't play everything. Okay, that's an issue. I do want to get the Overgorger and the Primordium going at the top, ideally, and then collapse them down later. I think that's important enough that I need to do it, and then it's just a matter of what I want to do with this. Maybe I'll just abandon the bottom, set up here, and plan to put the Crucible Collector in front of it. Because again, the spike driver colonies just aren't doing much for us. Okay, this works out okay. Let's do it like so. And yeah, I don't really care about these. Let's just get it out. Now the sweep threatens to kill our champion as well, which is actually a pretty huge problem, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Don't quite have enough damage to just finish it off here, so it is what it is. Let's start working on this one, I think. Yeah, there's another sweep here, so... Man. Yeah, this isn't great. Oh, and of course I gave this rage. That was rather foolish. I was gonna kill her sweeper. Well, I can heal it out of range at least. Okay. No real way to make more souls unless we get very lucky here. Okay. So that at least gives us one. I guess toss these out. One of them will get to attack. Alright, there's the cave-in. Of course, this has 12 attack now, so if I cave in the Overgorger, it's gonna end up killing a bunch of other stuff, so I'm gonna have to leave the cave-in alone. And just, yeah, do that, I guess. And maximize the damage I deal here, even though it won't matter much either. Not a great fight for us. Hopefully the boss doesn't prove too difficult with the lifesteal we're stacking up, but I don't know, it could be dangerous. Especially when we draw hands like this. I think this is better than playing a Husk Hermit. I want to heal this as well. Do 400 damage? Not close. That helps though. Have to think about this a little bit. So 9 goes into 45 evenly, so heal actually... Oh, we have one regen, right? So heal actually won't change anything, I think. Because we're effectively 46, and yes, that's 7 attacks. We won't get past it anyway. With unless we do. God. If we get up to 49 with 3 regen. 3 regen is 6 health, so that would be 55. So actually this does buy us an extra hit. There we go. Alright, barely made it there, but of course sweeps are pretty good against us, so... Okay, second cave-in or a prism retrieval. The retrieval's not bad. We have all these spike driver colonies that we can pick up with it, which are pretty solid. So I might try that over a second cave-in. Let's give it a shot. And you know what? I'll take a Pyrogrow too, where we're having some energy issues, so why not? And definitely going this way. We need to upgrade our units pretty desperately. Okay, Hell's Banner also helps with the energy issues a bit. And I'm actually gonna go to the caves first. Well, we could get a secondary upgrade. Is anything maxed out right now? Okay, I do have a couple units that are already maxed out on slots, so If there's anything that we want to grab to help them out specifically, that would be okay. Such as one of these. Okay, so I can make a gigantic unit with 30-30 or a tiny unit. Well, now I do wish I had done the other shop first, because I'd like to make this Overgorger small, probably is the way to do this. Alternatively, I could make this enormous, and it just has to live on its own, but it only has 40 health at that point. It's probably not enough. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, even with Quick, it's... I just don't think I have the healing to support it. Maybe I do, though. So if that were the case, that would sit mostly on its own with one Spike Driver. Then we'd have the Crucible, Morsel, and like 2 Spike Drivers and Overgorger. No, I don't think that's quite as good as shrinking the Overgorger, which lets me put more stuff behind it, both in terms of morsels and in terms of actual units. Gosh. Or I could make one of these smaller. It's not as much of a discount, as it were, but lets me leave this slot open, which could be relevant. Let's see. Maybe that's best. Yeah, why don't I make this smaller? We'll see how that goes. Not sure on that one. That was a tough decision. Okay, let me get large stone. So I could large this, and then the 2 of them can fit nicely on a floor, and that tanks pretty well. I think that makes sense to me. Obviously, you'd prefer a different order there, but what can you do? And just max out the health on this one, and I'll go Battlestone to the Morsel Maker. Reroll. Okay, Quick's good. I will Quick on the Overgorger. And I guess that's all we get. Alright, so we've gotten a bit stronger. So the new plan is both sweepers on floor 1, and then we can toss in a Spike Driver if it fits. Floor 2 is then the Crucible Collector with... well, again, it depends on how the floors shake out. So the Overgorger goes to the top, then I can either have a Morsel Maker or a Primordium, and probably the Morsel Maker actually makes more sense when I think about it. And then this can hang out with a Primordium, and we just kind of shove the Spike Driver colonies wherever we can. See how that works out. Okay, bottom floor is the small one. That should be fine. And the Quick here means we don't have to worry about these guys. And let's see. Yeah, I kind of need this one Dace. I guess we'll put it at the top. And then put these in the middle. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, perfect. So we'll get the Crucible Collector rolling here. And now we're just waiting for the Overgorger for the top. These guys still dying, it's nice. Though I will kill one anyway, just for these morsels. Play them here, I think. I want to play the Pyro. I think we need the card draw right now, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, there's really not much to do here. Alright, excellent. We found the stuff we need. Shoot. The rally there. Not great, but not much I can do. And let's see. Yeah, it's just the spike drivers, and if we, unfortunately, if we had the steward, that would be pretty bad, but we didn't, so we deployed this up here. And yeah, that's that. The days here unfortunate, but I don't think we could have really changed how we played that too much. Alright, get rid of the wait. How does this help our harvest? Don't care about that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So we don't want to cave in quite yet, I don't believe. I really need to put permafreeze on this ideally. Alright, so let's just go ahead and heal up the plant here. And this is about to go, that's fine. We'll hopefully get some spike drivers to replace it. And in the meantime, let's see, there's no room for additional morsels. I don't really care about killing that. Definitely get more colonies going and keep healing this. And this time we do have room for a morsel, so I'm going to play that as well. And that's about it. Alright, there's another cave-in, and we are almost in the final wave here, so this is probably the time for it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we do have an issue with these morsels though, and the unit limit, so yeah, I need to think about that for the future if I want to try to use the cave-in. I could drop this down? That might be okay. It's a lot of DPS, even if this isn't our best tank. I expect this will still be totally fine, and it is. There's the Pyro Grow. Alright, there we are. Shroud Mitosis is interesting. Trample. Not that interested, I don't think, in Trample. That's not bad, certainly. And Kindle getting us a bunch more energy. We already kind of have decent energy now and nothing really to spend it on, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I'll take the Shroud Mitosis, it's okay. And then, yeah, with the Hell's Banners, I'm really not worried about energy anymore, so it's between draw and capacity. I don't think we need additional capacity though it would help. We'd have the freedom to drop a few more morsels. So maybe that's good. Sure, let's give it a shot. Alright, Steel Merchant versus Magic. How are we doing on the Steel Merchant stuff? We need... not really anything. Okay, so we'll go this way. The remove's still good. We don't have any money really, I guess, either, but that's okay. The remove's pretty important. Getting rid of the last steward, obviously, pretty big, and then start cutting these terrible plinks. That's what we find here. And yeah, at this point I don't want the stalwart snack, so I'll just go for this. And here I will do the cave first. Maybe we get something we want to remove consume from. Oh, okay, well. I feel a little silly for taking the Light of Seraph, but it's okay still. Is 15 magic power worth basically removing that? Makes the plinks better. It makes the restores actually substantially better. That's kind of an interesting take. Replace our last boss reward with magic power effectively. Versus just doing one of these things for, you know, even more space is like fine. Yeah, the magic power is tempting. It does make a good chunk of our deck a lot better. We don't need the space we picked up. It helps, but we don't need it. Yeah, let's get interesting with it. And last but not least, check out this merchant. Anything I want to remove consume from? No. Anything I want to add consume to? Possibly. Definitely definitely stuff I want to make cheaper. Let's see. At this point, might just be like a restore. And I'll get one of these things consumed. Sure, it's totally fine. Oh, didn't even realize we're almost at the end here. Well, let's see how this shakes out. Enemies get +8 attack. That is quite a bit. If we can get our quick sweeper early, then it won't be that much of an issue. We did just pick up all this extra power as well. We could use the money. I think it's important enough, so let's try it and hope we get a little bit lucky. Could be dangerous though. Smaller bottom again. Okay. Well, we did... oh no, it's the other sweeper. Okay, well that's still decent. At least means we can eliminate that unit. Then, yeah, I think otherwise we try to stick to the same setup. Let's see, where do I want this? I actually think I'm fine putting it here. And this Pyro's looking like I probably want to remove it from the deck now. It's really not good. Alright, here's the shell. Let's see, there's just the Overgorger left. Excellent, so I can deploy this up here. 5 units, so Overgorger and the Spike Drivers, and that's that. Okay. So I want to do this for 2 energy, probably, so let's Entumbra here. And then Prison Retrieval. Okay. That's perfectly fine. I will deploy that in the middle. And then this guy can just eat up some of these things. Alright, here's the Overgorger. Unfortunately, we are going to be short on room. What can you do? Let's see. So here, if I do this, I can actually gain additional energy as well. I think the damage shield's actually pretty important. Let's try that. And then throw out a bunch of healing. Looks pretty reasonable to me. Now there's no room for these, unfortunately. Let's see. So I want to Shroud Mitosis, obviously. Probably for health. And keep healing down here as much as I can. Just throw these out. 110 attack on this, holy moly, alright. Sting. Restore. I think up here maybe. Alright, go. Okay, Spike Driver Colony's great. And I can duplicate that one as well for some good value. Kill that and heal down here again. Alright, well this isn't going to take too many hits, unfortunately, no matter what, but this middle floor should maybe do okay. Let's go ahead and restore this to full as well. Just blink for some damage. Alright, that's good enough to kill. Nice. Are. So that was pretty painless considering we ended up taking the trial. Let's see here. Second cave-in, probably not too interesting. Ember Cache, also not what I'm after. Cannibalize, yeah, none of these look great. Okay, how about a single descend over? Try and do the whole floor. There's something to that one for sure. If nothing else, let's make room for additional Spike Driver colonies by moving them along. Let's try it. We have the energy, so it's fine. Yeah, and we'll definitely go to the Merchant of Magic. More remove duplicate. So we find here. Not too excited about these. The spike's okay. But I'm not that excited. Let's just reroll. Ooh, Mind Jacks is actually really good. Let's pick that up. And yeah, that's probably it there. Let's see, double stack, still not too interesting. 10 magic power is though. Let's put that on just a Plink maybe. The Plinks are getting pretty strong right now. And then I'll make Shroud Mitosis cheaper, that's what I'm happy to always use. Or remove Consume, still not too interesting. There's 280 left. Alright, remove 2 cards, let's start there. I will at this point remove the Pyrogrow, it hasn't been performing for us, we don't have energy issues anymore. Let's see. I want this Cave-In. It's not that good, but it's not that bad. Yeah, since we can get Permafreeze for it, let's just dump it, that's fine. And as far as a duplicate goes, we just picked up, how much? We just picked up 2 extra capacity. So I could make like a second Spike Driver colony, but of course if the boss has sweepers with it, that's really not good. So there's that. And I really don't know. There's lots of good options, but no obvious ones, I guess. Second Morsel Maker is not insane, actually, but I don't think that's quite where I want to be either. Second Prism Retrieval, maybe? Yeah, that might be fine. Let's see if I can improve it slightly. Just even making it 1 cheaper is good. And duplicate it. And at this point I'm not looking to remove all that much, so let's just grab the Shadow Box, it'll do something. And then I can either grab a remove or 10 magic power. Yeah, there's not anything I'm looking to remove, so I'll just put 10 magic power on the free restore. Sure. Alright, let's see how this turns out. Really depends on which units come with this boss. Okay, it's fine. Got both Prism Retrievals, which is interesting. So this is gonna go here. Right, I should play one of these before I play my second unit, and then when I play my second unit, I can play the other one. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's go Collector, Prism Retrieval, we get a colony, play Primordium, play other Prism Retrieval, get an Overgorger, okay, that's great. We'll deploy that at the top. Sting this thing, and then let's see. Yeah, let's go 1 here, 1 here. I believe this makes sense. Didn't get our sweeper, unfortunately, so this next round's going to be painful, but we are at least going to have a lifesteal, so that's something. Oh shit, okay. There is in fact a sweeper, so this is going to get ugly pretty quickly. Well, not much I can do about it, other than try and kill it as quick as possible, but don't think that's gonna really happen, so... Oof. This guy. So I guess I save some colonies for later, maybe? Save my 2 remaining colonies and try to somehow sneak them in the end. But this is gonna be rough. Yeah, 32, 40, 60. I can't even get lucky with that, so let's just get this. Get some life steal here. And that's, yeah, not much more to it. I'll play this so it doesn't get in the way. But I guess that gives more energy as well, so that's something. All right. Definitely want to do this. And I'll definitely want to triple it as well, but let's get extra energy first. This extra room as well is good. Let's see. There's a restoring retreat. This hasn't triggered yet, so let's think. I guess I have to start here in order to get our energy refund. Then I could retreat something if I'd like. Wouldn't mind this Morsel Maker dropping and making sure we have more lifesteal. So you have 3 waves left, and maybe trying to drop the Overgorger afterwards as well. Yeah, let's do that. In the meantime, just blink. Alright, here's another Spike Driver. Can't quite play that yet. Sting. There we go. Bad. I guess that's all I get. Yeah, would love to eliminate this guy, but we're just not going to be able to do that on time, so it sucks. That said, let's see, 1 wave remaining. Man. This is missing 14. Okay, so this is solid. Yeah, I guess I'll just play an Entumbra Assault and oh, I guess there was a way to kill things. All right, that's fantastic news. 2, 3, 5. So maybe actually do this one since we can't get the full benefit down there. Then now I wish I'd played the Spike Driver Colony instead. But what can you do? out here. Sting, pretty obvious. Assault. Minor. Guess might as well top the health off. Won't really matter. Throw this out, and this can eat a hit. Really hoping Gerard descend here, that would be awesome. The Spike Driver helps. Okay, that gets us closer. Let's see, we can play every single card, so I might as well do so. Shroud Mitosis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the lifesteal has to be huge here, so let's just do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this should be a win. The boss to finish it off. Fantastic. Alright, managed to get a win there. Pretty interesting with the Frozen nostalgia. So there, finally a win in the books, and getting our win streak going again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.